Oh my God. Okay, YouTube and Twitch, because I'm doing this live. We are going to be looking at your guys' farms. I had talked about this in my previous video, the negative reviews of Stardew Valley on Steam. It's a good video. You can check it out. I'll just point somewhere because then my editor has to like do stuff. So that's fun. So if you did not know this and you did not submit, I'm sorry, but it's okay because I'll just do another video. So we're going to have a submission link. It's in the description below. So you can post your farm. You just take a screenshot of your farm with the screenshot function, which does like the whole farm. Anyway, let's review some farms. So the first one we're gonna look at is from a guy named Dan. All right, Dan, let's check it out. I haven't looked at any of these, obviously, so we're just gonna look at them blind and see what we got. Let's do full screen on this bad boy. Boom. Okay, this farm. So my first impressions, you know, very organized, got like a very grid setup. It's very, I'm kind of the same kind of way when I do farms, make it very grid-like. Not super big fan of the pathing, just like huge brick, like dark brick pathing. I mean, it looks clean. It looks nice. This is the best farm we've seen so far. Unfortunately, I would give this farm a 10 out of 10, but they are a dirty cheater because they have a tractor. So because of that, that makes the entire, like, I mean, it's easy. Like anyone could do this in like 10 minutes and start it with mods. So like, I mean, I got to give it like a 2 out of 10. I don't know what to say. You cheater. Yeah. I'd say overly gridded and not enough decoration as well, but a fairly efficient looking farm too. Also, like, there's way too much room for these taps. Like this is way too much room. And he's using I mean, like you got the auto tap going in the chest situation. I mean, come on, these dirty cheaters, man. Next farm on the list. Let's see what we got. We have, this says Steph year 3 min-max farm. I love min-max farms. Let's take a look at what we have. So, holy shit. God dang it. Oh my God, this gets me going, dude. Look at all these mega cauliflower. Why are there mega cauliflower and melons? Am I stupid? Like, what is going on here? I guess because your mega crops don't get destroyed when the new season hits. I honestly just learned something. I did not know. Like, that makes sense. I just don't know why they wouldn't get rid of it. People are saying axeless run, which could make sense. Yeah. I mean, it looks nice. What else we got here? So we have just a massive goddamn farm, dude. You can bomb them. Can you bomb them? Yeah. Gold clock. Oh yeah, I got the gold clock down there. Got a little area for animals, which is ideal. I mean, you just have all this farmable space, all room sprinklers, and then you have tiny little area for animals. Approved. You got all of your chests and tools and stuff right here. This is a year 3 farm. I'd love to see what are in these sheds too, because I'm sure it's just decked out. I'm sure there's just tons of like kegs and furnaces and all that stuff in there. I like the hardwood up here too. Just overall solid farm. Good stuff. There's a mini shipping bin here too for the animals, like just a little. I'm not sure what they're planning on doing with this space. You know, I like it. I'm gonna give this min-max farm a year 3 in summer 7.5 out of 10. I am putting a very high standards here. All right, 7.5 star drops out of 10. Next response here we have is from Dennis. Oh my God, we got a beach farm, chat. Okay, so god damn, this thing is so big. Look at these crab pots. This is insanity. Look at all those crab pots, man. Just the entire farm. Like, obviously they went for the like auto bait crab pot situation. Even here, he even put crab pots there. That's amazing. Lots of crab pots. I like the slime hutch on the island. I like it. It looks nice. Greenhouse right next to your farm. Also nice. We got the silos. We have some nice pathing. I like the pathing here. This looks nicer. You got some wood. You got like an accent. You got the stone. That looks clean. It looks nice. It's not just a massive grid. I mean, it is kind of a grid. You know what I mean? It's not just, I'm talking about this like city grid where it's like just literally just line. Like that's where I'm not a huge fan of like the super grit. I do it myself. I'm just also gonna critique it. Doesn't look great. God, this farm is so good. You have the blue jazz honey. You got lots of pigs. You get all those truffles, right? I assume these are pigs. This is ostriches because he has signs. Because also nice touch with the signs. Diamonds. That's probably crystallariums. You got furnaces in there. You got probably garden pots for sweet gemberries in there. And then coffee. Wow, and looks like possibly pineapple. So we got lots of garden pots going. Unfortunately, garden pots you can't water, like you can't have sprinklers going with that. Maybe they use a mod for that. I don't know. This is just sap, right? Like, I mean, interested in why he would want so much sap. Anyone know? Look at this. Like, this is just a nice touch right here. You have the scarecrow, the deluxe scarecrow, so you can keep this looking nice and pretty. This is nice. Deluxe scarecrows here and here. Looks like they're doing garlic and pineapple right now. You got solar panels here. You got your lightning rods. Oh my God. You got another shipping. That is the shipping bin, actually. That is the shipping bin, and there's one here. Shipping bin here. This, which I'm not sure where it goes yet. Probably down to the south side of the farm somewhere. Yeah, here. Good efficient uses of space here with the fishing ponds. Not using this space. Probably not really sure what to do with it. Should try to find some use for it, though. There's just a decent amount of space. It's just kind of awkward. And, I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. No sprinklers. But you just go... You know what? I appreciate someone that is willing to put in some actual work here, you know? They go through with their iridium water can. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, probably go here. You go boom, 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 boom. Eight times. Those are both done. 8 times here. Those are done. I love it. And then even having all 3 of them like in like equal portions, probably a little overkill. I don't know why it needs so much maple. This farm's amazing. Silos, love the silos there. The trees almost like act as like bushes, like separate the farm into like 2 halves. I'm talking about this farm a lot, but that's because it's fucking good, dude. 9 out of 10 star drops. Amazing farm, my dude. 6 star drops? What is wrong with you? 9 out of 10. On to the next one. I believe this is Salmon. An ordinate Stardew Valley farm set. Oil painting. What? Oh my God. Wow. You fucking... This is AI. He AI'd this shit. It's an AI painting. Great painting. I don't know. This duck looks kind of weird, but man, this is quite the detail here. It's impressive. Amazing. On to the next one. Oh my God. Filthy Gorilla's Farm. Okay, so let me explain here. So he's using the clipping strategy here where you clip through the buildings, I think. Is that what you're doing? Or do you just have like some no clip situation going on here? Yep. So no clip, or is it, or are you using the like clip into buildings thing? No, I use farm obelisk clip. Use the farm, the mini obelisk. Then how do you get into all of these buildings? Well, these look like coops. So this man right here, he is doing all golden eggs, I would suspect, with auto grabbers, auto petters, if you can get them. Bonus points for painting buildings you can't even see through. Yeah. Golden eggs. Yeah. So he's doing golden eggs. So a little explanation for this, basically, just fill a bunch of deluxe coops with golden chickens, which you get after perfection, right? And a golden egg sell for like what, like 1,200 gold each, and they're gonna give you an egg every single day. You can auto grabber to just pick them up automatically, and so you can sleep through days and just rack in millions and millions of gold. So once you have this engine like this, I guess that's why you want more silos, so you can sleep through more days. But I assume what they're doing, I don't know, like let's say 8 silos a day, 7 or 8. So they're probably sleeping through like 4 or 5 days or 6 days. And then they are just going to Marnie, buying hay, and then sleeping through 4 or 5, 6 days. I haven't done this yet. I say yet because at one point I do want to do this and just break the money. Because if you get a few billion, you break the game and you go into negative money. I don't understand how you get into like the ones up here. Oh, or maybe can you walk behind this? Because my plan when I was thinking about this was I would make it so you can walk in the top ones and you would just clip through, and then once you can clip through, you can go through all of them. If you want to go to like this coop right here, you would have to go to this coop and then you would have to clip and then go through this door. And when you leave the door, you'll clip through this one, and then you go through this door. And then when you leave it, you'll go through this. So you're just like entering and leaving doors and you go. That I believe is how it's done. I haven't like personally done this, but I did some testing, unless they found a better way to do it than that. It's an oppressive abomination, and it does not fail the farm test in my opinion, but it's definitely gets low grades on anything reasonable other than goddamn money min-maxing. I would give this, because this is the point of the run and I see what they're trying to do, I would give it an 8 out of 10. But they did not choose the beach farm, which I think is a major oversight, because right here, I'm counting, I don't know, like 120 coops. I personally did a farm layout setup on like the farm planner for Stardew, and I got 201 deluxe coops and like all the silos on the beach farm. I don't know. I don't think all of them were accessible with clipping, so it probably would have been like more like 180 or 190 coops, but way more. So because they did not do that, and that would have been more optimal, and they're obviously going for the most optimal money making, I would go ahead and give them a 7.5 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. All right, on to the next suggestion here. We have someone named David, paint.net, so I can just draw all over this fucking thing. Okay, so David here, again, liking the use of the deluxe scarecrows. I like when people do this, you know, you really... Also, they only used 2 for that whole space. They're really maximizing their fucking scarecrow situation they got going on here. We got the golden clock. We got some slime hutch situation going on. Don't see a lot of people actually utilizing the slime hutch much, including myself. So cool to see. You got a few incubators going there. You got a lot of fishing ponds. Interesting. Like, I don't know if I would go that crazy with the fish ponds. A lot. Also, a lot of sheds. That looks nice. We got some sunflowers growing there. We got... that looks all like ancient fruit to me. That's what it looks like to me. All of this here. It's a big old ancient fruit set. That's a lot. We also got truffles. We got some ostriches going there. 2 silos, so not like a ton. Oh, 3, sorry. Looks pretty good. I would say aesthetically, this farm is lacking a bit. You know, functionally, it's quite nice. You know, you're not giving your animals much space. They're really crowded, which is good. That's what you want. We also have lots of Junimo huts. Those are always nice. The slime hutch is interesting. I definitely think there's just a lot of fish ponds here. Kind of an awkward spot for a shed, so I don't know about that. And I don't know, these braziers or whatever, like, I don't know, it's kind of strange too. I like that the greenhouse is moved though. Looks like it might have like a few like maybe indicator kegs here and stuff for all of the sheds. Overall, nice farm. I think it you could just use a little more spice, you know, a little more like use of interesting pathing and structures and stuff to make it look nicer. But overall, pretty solid farm. Yeah, the gold clock here is always nice. More decor. I think a bit more decor. Solid farm. I would give this farm a 7 out of 10. Why are there iridium sprinklers here? Am I stupid? Okay, I think this used to be farming and they switched it over, or are they using sprinklers, something that I'm not aware of. On to the next one. Is from Samuel. Euler Farm. I've already done it. All I had to do is just download it. Easy peasy. Moving on. The next one we have... So we got some sheds here. I love this. I love the use of the tea saplings as like a separator. That's sick. It's like bushes, you know? Huge tree farm. Oak tree farm for kegs. It's good. A little bit of maple. I don't know why that is a lot of beehives. Like, holy shit. Big area for the animals. I mean, I get it. Like, this is kind of like the way, if you're gonna like RP some farming, Stardew Valley, you want to give them like a reasonable amount of space so that also like grass will keep going back a bit so you can not have to feed them. A few fish ponds, not overkill though. I like that the preserve jars are close by. The use of the fencing is cool too. These trees behind the building are, it's kind of weird. Honestly, I gotta ding like a full star drop for just the use of the basic ass cobblestone pathing. Like, I don't know. Unless you're using it like stepping stones, like let's say you have like all this nice pathing and then like you have a little like wilderness area on your farm, like over here is little stepping stones that, to get over to the grandpa's candles or whatever. I like these, yeah, the use of the pathing for the trees so you're not getting like acorns and shit falling on the ground and growing back. Oh, we got the character here. We got the oh, I haven't even been looking at the characters. I'm sorry guys, I'm not really sure what's going on here. I guess they do this so that they can craft from it, yeah, but it just, this area just looks kind of weird. Kind of like put these here as like helpers because it's kind of hard to see. I kind of like that because else it's kind of like awkward. You might accidentally go to the wrong spot if you're not quite right. And I think that's a good idea. I like it. Give it a... Well, I said I had to ding a full point for the cobblestone pathing. So I'm going to give this a 6.5. I was going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I'm going to get a 6.5 out of 10 on this bad boy right here. On to the next one. Okay. Whoa. This is so empty. It's so empty. I don't even know where to begin with this farm. This is interesting. First off, just like massive slab of wood. With, I mean, this right here looks pretty cool. The whole like deluxe scarecrow thing, and I like that it's kind of like, you know, diamond shaped. Gold clock thing also looks cool, but it would look way cooler if you had like chairs and benches around. You make your own like Times Square and like put some trees like around the sides and make it look nice. Maybe that's what they're going for in the future. I think that would look badass. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Like basically they decided if you want to use a farm totem, you have to first port from here to here. I just don't buy this. Like, these should be here, and if this shed is one you want to use a lot, just put it all right here. Put the crystallariums down here or something. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Use your obelisk to go here, especially because you have so much space. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I love how they got like their statues on display here. You know, we got all these different statues of the toad. You got the all the weird, hard to get, like, well, they're not hard to get. They're just like a lot of people don't know about them necessarily. Keg indicators always good. Preserve jars are just randomly thrown in because I guess why not. We got dinosaurs and ostriches, 4 candles, and other than that, I mean, this farm is blank as fuck. The fact that they have a chest here kind of susses me out. Like, they might be a modder because, like, you know, you could have us that all of these would clear out with the chest. They're abusing their animals. Yeah, they don't even have them in like a field. They're on like wood. Is empty good or bad? Brain confused, cannot compute. It's an interesting farm. It's different. I'm like, I don't even know what to, it's interesting. We got 1 solar panel. I'm gonna give this farm, I honestly think that this person can have a nice farm once they like fill it out. I really like the idea of this like kind of like town square on your map. 5.5 out of 10, just because it's, you know, it's not complete, right? They're working on it completely. Like there's no farm at all. Like there's no farming, which is quite interesting. Like I don't know what's going on with that. We have another farm here. Okay, so this one, what the shit, man? What is going on? It's just completely blank farm. I appreciate a place for everything and nothing you don't need. Well done. They have the animals in the fencing here. We got 2 sheds. We got the obelisk in honestly kind of an awkward spot, although it is close to this, but not really liking this obelisk placement. I don't know. I think I'm gonna give this farm a 5 out of 10. I don't want to talk about this farm. I don't like the cobblestone pathing. It's just all grass. I mean, obviously they must have bigger plans for the farm, but the thing is, you already have like the gold clock. Like, you should have some more stuff set up. I feel like it should be more set up than this. Moving on to the next one. Next one is Barrett, aka Raceboy. All right, so this farm here, I assume this is a Raceboy that's always in the stream, you know? So Raceboy, yeah, I understand. I played a lot of Stardew, okay, chat? I know how far you are in the game. And the main reason I was dinging like the last person hard was because they had played the whole game. Basically, they had all the obelisks, they had the gold clock, they did play the game, they got multiple years. This is a farm where they haven't even cleared out the whole farm yet. Summer of year 1, it looks like, is what they're in. Fenced in all of their crops, which I appreciate. All right, I think that's nice. I think it looks nice. I think it looks cool, but they did double use these. This is watered twice here, so it should be wider. So it isn't set up quite right. And then here, there's like an open spot here because the scarecrow, I guess. Yeah, but again, same thing here. We already have a shed though. We got a shed and we got a coop. A little tiny area for these guys. It's funny. It's year 2, farm computer. Oh shit. Oh, and they have Abigail. Wow, you already married. Wow, they really rushed the whole Mary Abigail thing before they got the whole farm set up. Raceboy, my man, I'm sorry. I was going to give you a 7.5 out of 10 for this solid farm for year 1 summer, but it is year 2 summer, and so don't got a lot going on here. Haven't cleared the farm. Sprinklers with inefficiencies here. We got no paths at all. Not too much going on yet for year 2, I would assume. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give this a 5 out of 10. All right, so we have Munko Loco with their farm Henry. God damn. Munko Loco, what they have to say, because they actually have a note, is my first farm and the only file I play on nowadays. I am on day 27th of the spring in year 9, a bit over 200 hours on the file. A solid Blue Jazz Honey setup. We got the sprinklers not being fully used, be set up a bit different. Don't want to be super critical here, but you know, like there, you can have a whole nother row up here, and you can have a whole nother row down here, and then you can also have a whole nother row here and here. So probably like shift the thing over, kind of resituate a little bit so you can better use those sprinklers. I appreciate using like, you know, getting lots of different stuff here, not just getting strawberries. We got some other stuff going on too. It looks nice. A few fish ponds, always good. We got some kegs, crystallariums, loom, preserve jars. We got indicators for all of them. Always good to have some indicators, guys. We got some silos. Obelisks here is definitely not the play, right? I mean, if you want to go to the island, then you're like, all right, I guess I'm going to walk all the way across my farm over to here and go through all of my animals who are getting in the way. Yeah, I do like the roof. I like their housing color right there. That's good. And we also have just a massive solar panel farm. I think it looks pretty cool. It looks like they're gonna put in some trees there, or maybe that's just more saplings, but that looks cool. I do like the saplings to fence them in. I think that's a nice touch. I like this little hay for the coop area. That looks good. Silos behind here is nice. They're kind of like, look like they're randomly put in placemats because you can only put them in certain spots because you have stuff here. So wow, lots of these. That's cool. And you got the gold clock. Looks like we got the alien capsule on this farm. That's pretty hype. The tree situation is interesting, right? They decided to go with a let's not chop down all the trees and then replant them and do it all in a grid. Hey, I mean, I think it still looks good and it gets the job done. Going for all oak resin, which is definitely the way to go. It's kind of growing on me. I feel like you see everyone do the grid with pathing. Something like this would actually be really nice, especially kind of spread the trees out a tiny bit more, and so you can kind of see a bit more, and then add like a little like windy path through it, and maybe some benches and stuff. And now all of a sudden it looks like you have a little natural forest near your farm. It'd look really badass and functional still. Yeah, then we got the pathing usage is pretty nice. I don't know about the cobblestone pathing here, if I'm going to be nitpicky, or this wood pathing here, again, if I'm being nitpicky. Overall, solid. Lots of pigs for truffles, which is good. I think I would give this farm an 8 out of 10. All right, Nin Kitty, here we go. We got a beach farm. We got the slime hutch going on the island. That's like a common theme people do, this slime hutch on the island. Interesting usage of the space here. We got a little bench situation going on with a tree. I like the way this looks. Got the tree farm, looks nice. The sheds look kind of randomly placed, to be honest. Not really sure. Huge area for the animals. A little overkill, but it is the beach farm, so you have tons of space. Correctly utilizing the iridium sprinkler and area. And they have their kegs set up right now, and they got their jars already, and they got crystallariums. So, I mean, it looks good. I would give this farm a... I don't know what I gave this. I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. I don't know what I gave it before. I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. Oh, we got Pyro Chick. We got to do Pyro Chicks. All right, Pyro Chick on Twitch. This is fall year 2. I spent the first year doing a challenge where I didn't leave the farm at all. Ultimately got bored and started leaving winter year 1. Interesting. Okay, Pyro Chick with a no-leave farm into a normal farm. Let's take a look at what she's able to do in 2 years. Fall year 2. This is going to be a good one. We have the Four Corners farm, which is the ideal farm for the no-leave challenge. We got some cobblestone pathing. You hate to see it. We got a low-res image here. That's okay. We got some other uses of pathing, which looks decent for the space. And we got the alien capsule. Wow, alien capsule. Okay. And we have the void chicken, some dinos. So starting to get some animals going. A nice use of the animal space here. Leaving some trees is always nice. We got an area that's not been used yet. Again, we're in, fall year 2. We got the cabins here. I don't know if this is a multiplayer farm or if she just has the cabins or whatever, but yeah, we got interesting usage of quality sprinklers with the crystal stone and then cobblestone outside. Not really liking the way it looks, but if I'm being critical, but we have a few room sprinklers popping up. Definitely would like to see more interesting in this. I think maybe what's happening is they're like setting up for iridium sprinklers once that's done, and so that's why they're just making the pathing look like that. But that's not even right though, because this would have to be moved down one more, right? You'd have to have more there. So like, but yeah, honestly, just like not a lot of farming for what you're doing, because it's like I would, if you're gonna use quality sprinklers, I feel like you should really pack them in a little bit nicer, a little bit tighter. So especially because like you have to like walk down here just to like grab like a few crops, looking pretty good. I'd really be interested to see what the farm looked like for a no leave farm, like what it looked like then before she ended up leaving. Yeah, it looks good. But we have I think I have like 5 more left, but then also more people are going to be submitting for part 2. So look forward to part 2. We will go in depth on everyone else's farms, or just, I don't know, another 15 farms or whatever. So get your submissions in on YouTube, and we will do those soon. I don't know exactly when, because it depends. We have to first release this video and then also wait for people to submit. So yeah, thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment on the video because it helps me and helps engagement, all that good jazz. And see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh my god, I forgot. What a super important part. Vi has to put this in. Kiyun's farm is going to be in part 2. That'll be the first one, probably. I don't know if I remember. So we got to do Kiyun's farm, where I can rank it a 0 out of 10, because it's probably going to be absolutely terrible. I cannot wait. So yeah, we'll do that too. So leave on a cliffhanger.